To get some coins to start sniping or to build your God Squad, use code FRIENDLY at coinbankut.com for 15% off your order. What's up YouTube? I'm back with another video for you guys. This is actually the second upload. I did upload a video earlier, so if you haven't already, go ahead and check that out. But in this video, just going to be talking about some coin making methods that you could use. Not really going to be sniping, so this is probably not going into the sniping series, but yeah, just going to be talking about some coin making methods, some sniping filters, but also just talking about the market in general. So yeah, before we do get into it, guys, don't forget to drop a like. Also, thank you guys for, I think the variety pack opening is already over 4K views and has like 120, 130 likes. So thank you guys. Another one of those will be out next month. I'll probably be doing one of those every single month now. But yeah, thank you so much for that. But let's get into the coin making methods. So first off, I just want to talk about this pack that came out today. So you can see the 80 plus random free agent pack. The thing is, this costs 900, but you could only pull an 80 to 95. The kicker and the punter, they cost 800, and you can still pull an 80 to 95. So you can clearly see you should be opening these team builder, kicker, and punter packs. These are so great. You know, sometimes they turn out good for you, sometimes they don't really turn out good for you, but honestly, these are the best things to open. Like, I get the random team builder packs, you want to pull the MVP, but if you want to try making coins, I would probably say these two are the best ones out of all of them. I honestly don't suggest using this one at all. And the random team builder packs, that one's pretty decent too. I always like those, but if you want to make coins, I would suggest opening these over the rest of them. So that's just one thing that I wanted to mention before we actually get into, you know, some sniping filters. So one thing, of course, the first thing I do want to talk about, 9 to 91, it's the easiest filter, honestly, for me personally. So definitely do suggest you guys using this if you haven't already. So you could do two things. You could either just go cap value by cap value, and if you don't see 59 minutes on some of them, all you have to do, wait a second, let me pick this up real quick. So all you have to do is just go all offense, all defense on whatever cap value you don't see 59 minutes on, and it's just that easy. Like, you just saw we got this snipe, we'll put it up for 35,700 because you saw before what they were going for. But if you didn't, what you got to do before you actually get into using this filter is just checking what they're going for. So you can see the cheapest 90s are around 36,000. That's why I put it up for 35,700. I do want it to sell. You go down, look at 91s. That one's just an odd one out. Want to look for a cluster, like you can see right here, 45,000. You can see that one is actually a lot cheaper for 40,000, so it'll get bought really quickly. So yeah, just get those two prices and you should be good. And like I said, cap values are my favorite to use, and yeah, it's just that simple. Just wanted to get that one out of the way. I've talked about it so much, I've used it so much on the sniping series too. But yeah, today, since we did get free agents, you could snipe them, but I do not suggest you guys doing that, just because there is literally no quantity on it. Like, these higher overalls barely have like 20 cards on the auction house, or like 30 cards I should say. And yeah, it honestly isn't too profitable to snipe these. There's so many better sniping filters that I would suggest you guys using. So I mean, if you really want to, all you have to do is go on free agents, and like, I would go by letters, or let's see if cap values work. So you can see cap values might be decent, but you're gonna need to know some prices before you actually start sniping. So I guess you could do cap values. Cap values look like they work pretty good, so that's one thing you could do with the free agents. Like I said, you could do letters, because those are the two things that I usually do with promos. But besides that, Ultimate Legends, even during the week, they're pretty good to snipe, and you could go position by position. I've talked about this on weekends, but it's pretty simple to snipe. But if you are gonna snipe the Ultimate Legends, I would get a couple of prices in mind. So of course, we already know what the 90s and the 91s are going for, although I'm pretty sure there's no 91 Ultimate Legends, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no 91 Legends. But once you get the 90 overall Legend prices, I would also check out what the 88s are going for and what the 89s are going for. So you have those prices in mind, so that it'll make it a lot simpler, because those are the snipes that you're mostly going to be seeing on here. You're not going to be seeing the higher overalls as much. You will be seeing it here and there. I have gotten some pretty good snipes earlier, but just saying, you're more than likely going to be finding those 88, 89s, and 90s. So having those three prices, it's going to make it a lot simpler for you. But yeah, it works a lot better on the weekends, but it also works during the week, so you could try it out during the week also. Just wanted to mention that really quickly. But Elite Team by Team, haven't talked about that in a really, really long time. But if you are going to use the Elite Team by Team, which I know some of you still do, I really haven't used it, because I just think the 90-91 filter and honestly the higher overall filters are a lot better for me right now. And kind of outgrew this, but I know some of you still use it. So if you are going to use it, I would just go through and check some prices, check the lower overall prices. I would probably say all the way up to 90-91. You could write these down, use Excel. I don't know. I know some YouTubers already have an Excel sheet for this and they update it every single day. I personally don't have the time to do that because I do have school, but I know some people, have the time on their hands to do that. So if you have one of those sheets, it makes it a lot easier for you and you really don't have to look at these prices. But personally, I still check them on my own, just because sometimes they might be different on what you're looking at on the Excel sheet and what you're actually looking at on the stores. So yeah, once you have all the way up to like the 91s, you could write these down, Excel sheet, whatever you want to do. All you got to do is go on Elite and then go either team by team. Like right now, it is pretty early in the morning. It's before 12, so I'm pretty sure I should be able to go through most teams team by team. But if you don't see 59 minutes on teams, just go on either all offense and all defense, and then just go through some of the teams that all offense works better for. Or if you're on all defense, go through teams that all defense works better on. Just it's that simple. It's really that easy. So like I said, I haven't really used this filter in a month, maybe even more, honestly. So I'm not too sure what teams even work at this point, but you get the idea what I'm trying to say. This probably works a lot better in the evening. So yeah, just go on all offense or all defense, and then just go through some teams. Like you can see Colts works on all offense, and yeah, they might just be different throughout the day, so you really can't look at what I'm doing. But Elite Team by Team is still a pretty decent filter, but like I said, I just outgrew it. I don't really like it as much anymore. And also, higher overall filters, right now it might not be a pretty good thing to look at, but all I really do with 92 to 93, and I usually don't snipe 94 to 95. I stay at 92 to 93. I snipe 94 to 95 sometimes, but 92 to 93, I personally like letters and cap value. Either one works. Like right now, I could probably just end up going through cap values and it should work, but usually in the evening when there's a little bit more quantity, letters work a lot better in my opinion. So whichever one works for you, I would do that. But if you are going to use these higher overall filters, definitely have Mudhead open. It's going to help you so much, because honestly, I don't expect you guys to memorize every single price. So yeah, Mudhead gonna be really, really useful for you for these higher overall filters. And finally, I do want to talk about one quick thing, and that is looking at old sets. So of course, you might have some cards in your binder from old sets. Like I know there's some Team of the Week players that you might be able to finish, and where is it, in Team of the Year, this pack right here, I know this pack, it's still pretty profitable. You can see I have so many tokens in my binder, but I don't want to do this because I'm holding out in hopes that there are some fun token sets coming on the way, or maybe even something to do with scouts, because I'll take free scouts for the amount of tokens I have, which is a lot of them. I have over 100 total, probably even close to 150 total. But yeah, there's old sets, like there's old Team of the Week sets that you probably have a lot of cards for. Like I probably don't, because I've used mostly all of them in sets, but you probably have a lot of cards left in your binder from, especially if you open packs. So yeah, you probably have some cards. So I would go through some old sets, look at them, and if you have enough and you find the right prices, definitely do them. And these exchange sets, honestly, I don't like them too much if you're just buying cards to do these. If you have a lot of training, these are really, really nice. These are really, really great. You could honestly pull some really, really good cards. And sometimes, honestly, like if you pull core elites, I would more than likely keep them, because if that player gets an upgrade soon, that card's going to just skyrocket in price, and it's going to be crazy when, like, an 87 Odell that was selling for 40,000 gets a combine card and he sells for 150,000. So that happened to me. I picked up 2 of them when the MVPs were supposed to drop, because I thought he was going to get an MVP and that's when he'll go up in price. But I picked up 2. They didn't go up in price, so I just kept them in my binder, just sitting there. Then a couple weeks later, combine came out and I sold them both for, I believe, 160, 180k, somewhere around there. So definitely worth it to, you know, do those sets if you have a lot of training. But yeah, that Team of the Year pack, that's still pretty much worth it if you could make your elite tokens for cheap, and you probably already have a lot of golds in your binder, so that shouldn't be a problem either. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Again, like I said, not really doing any sniping in this, just wanted to talk about the market, just talk about any coin making methods that I could think of. But that is going to be it, guys. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Let's check out the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.